Hi there, Simply Shawna here. And if you are a subscriber, you might be scratching your head by the title of this video. Want to get rich? Don't start Etsy as a side hustle? But according to all the info I've given you about my shop, you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? And if you are new and this happens to be your first video, you're probably trying to figure out whether Etsy is worth it or not. If that title was something that sounded interesting to you, and you're wondering if I'm going to confirm that Etsy's no good and you shouldn't start a shop. The truth is, if you want to make serious money, I think Etsy is a fantastic direction to go in. But it really cannot be looked at as a side hustle, showing up when you can and having it be low on the priority totem pole. If you want life-changing income on Etsy, or really in any business you're looking to start, then it has to be treated as just that, a business. Something that you are consistent with and show up to do the work needed every day in order to see it grow. So if you are looking to create a real stream of income, if you are willing to put the work needed in and just need some direction on what that work really is, stay tuned for the next 5 steps. 1, just get started. I promise you there will always be an excuse for why you haven't taken the first steps. Let me just wait until after this thing that is going on in my life is over. Or let me just keep learning more about this and just watch more videos before I start. Or let me buy one more resource. Or let me wait until I have more time. I came across this quote and it seems pretty fitting here. Procrastination is the grave in which opportunity is buried. Procrastination is the grave in which opportunity is buried. That word grave really pops out at me there, that we just kind of let opportunity die if we don't just take action. I thought that was so powerful. All right, so the first step to starting your Etsy shop is super simple. Right after this video, search up a video with directions on how to open an Etsy shop and connect it with a print-on-demand company. There's a bunch of videos out there that will walk you right through it. It is only going to take you about an hour to an hour and a half to complete that process. The hardest part is where you have to come up with a shop name. And don't let that stop you either. You can always change that later. I do have a link down in my description that will get you 40 free listings. So definitely take advantage of that. You'll want to click through that link before you get started. As far as which POD partner to use, I primarily use Printful, and that's for my t-shirts. And I use Printify for my sweatshirts and my mugs. They're both great print-on-demand companies. I will also link a video down in the description below where I talk about the 2 companies, but don't spend too much time here. Choose one and make a decision and move forward. You can always add another print shop later like I've done, or start switching over to another print shop later if you decide to do that. Not knowing which print-on-demand company to go with is not an excuse to not get going. If that's been your problem, leave me a note down in the comment section and let us know that's where you've gotten stuck. And that brings us to number 2. Be decisive. You can always pivot later, so you don't need to feel overwhelmed about making a decision. Make the decision and start getting some experience under your belt to choose a product and a couple of niches to work in. You can check this video out here if you want to hear more about a general store versus a niche specific store. But for the purpose of this video and helping you get started and being decisive, I'll tell you what I did. I did a general store and I focused on t-shirts to start. And one of the niches that I focused on was the teacher niche. I did recently put together a comprehensive resource for listing in the teacher niche that will really make listing throughout the year a breeze, with a guide to how much money can be made in the different sub-niches of the teacher niche. From everything from back-to-school shirts to specific categories like grade level shirts or speech pathologist shirts or science department, administration, and so many more. You'll have all the best times throughout the year that you should be listing for these things, and lots of product ideas as well. So if the teacher niche is a place where you're interested in listing and building out, then that might be something you'd be interested in. I will leave it linked in the description down below. So next up is number 3, Be consistent. Show up day after day to do the work, even when you are not getting any return on your effort and you're not seeing any profits for all that time you're dumping in. Most businesses don't make a profit the first year, and most businesses take a lot more upfront financial investment when you open them than opening an Etsy shop with a print-on-demand company does. You can get your Etsy shop started with as little as $100. Choose a design app such as Kittl, Canva, or GoDaddy Studios. This will require you to pay for a subscription. You'll also need to pay 20 cents per listing when you're listing them. And I would spend a couple dollars on some nice mock-ups. I get mine from Etsy. You could spend $3, $4, $5 on a mock-up, a nice mock-up, and just buy 2 or 3 of those to get you started for a while. And then consistently list to your shop, if not every single day, then 2 to 3 times per week. Do this despite the fact that you're not making sales. Do not expect to be rewarded for your efforts right away. And real quick, guys, if you feel like I am providing you with some value, please help support my channel by taking a second to smash the like button. And if you want to join the community we're building here at Simply Shawna, we would love to have you subscribe and join us. If you're already a subscriber, take a second to leave a comment about where you are in your process. And if you are not a subscriber yet, just take a second to let me know why it is that you stay tuned to this point in the video. What caught your attention? Are you thinking about opening an Etsy shop? And the 4th action step you're going to need to take is learn how to do market research. I have a whole playlist on information about how to conduct market research. And if you get this piece down, you will see results much faster than if you ignore this. In fact, if you ignore this, you may never see results. Market research is easy. It used to intimidate me, and so I am worried you might be tuning me out now, and maybe I've got people clicking away from the video because maybe it just feels over your head or like you can't tackle it. But I dare you to watch my playlist, which I'll link down below. Watch the playlists about market research. If it feels overwhelming to you now, I am confident that you will have such a better grip on it after hearing more about it. As you continue to list, you will be able to sprinkle in more and more of the market research. Your designs and your listings will simply get better and more likely to sell. And number 5, refine and repeat. After a while, you will have the market research and listing process down pat. You will get better at understanding the data from your own shop and what to design next so that you are building on the momentum of your own shop. This is how you will scale your business so that it can make you a consistent income. You will not be blindly repeating, but you will learn how to identify the things that are bringing you success, and you will focus on refining and repeating there. Let's get into all of that great market research here, but not until after that tip from Tucker. Tucker, take it away.